I never aspired to be a mother. To be honest, I have no patience and my tolerance for pain is very low. So to say I was in shock when I found out I was pregnant is a huge understatement. My husband and I at the time, we were taking precautions, a lot of precautions, or so I thought. You have to understand, I was 29 years old, an age considered later in life, and many of my friends and family members, they were already parents, and some many times over. So I was sure that my time for motherhood had passed, and to be honest, I was okay with that. I remember the day I found out I was pregnant. Being very in tune with my body, I just knew that something was off. So I made the appointment with my doctor. After doing what needed to be done so tests could be run, I was shown into the exam room. Get undressed, get yourself comfortable. The doctor will be with you soon, the nurse says. So I get undressed and I put on the gown she's laid out for me, and we all know that gown. It's the one that gives the phrase backdraft a whole new meaning. 15 minutes later, there's a sharp knock on the door, and in walks Dr. Robinson, and he's smiling. He never smiles. Congratulations, you're pregnant, he says. And I was just in shock, and for a moment, I was just short of breath, and I forgot to breathe, and how the heck does one forget how to breathe? I said in my head, WTF, and no, not why the face, but what the fuck? My mind was just racing with thoughts. How was this possible? How did this happen? I didn't realize that I was now starting to talk out loud because he just laughed and said, well, looks like it happened the old-fashioned way. To which I replied, did the rabbit die? No, let me see. The stork is going to make a delivery, right? I just sat there just half listening to him, and I thought, we're screwed. My ex and I had no idea what we were doing, and yes, having reached the age of 29, you would think that we have had some measure of confidence and competency in so many areas of our life, but raising a child was not one of them. No way were we trained for this. Or maybe we were. Is that what all those doll babies and playing house as a kid were all about? A dress rehearsal? I swear I must have watched too much TV as a kid because all I can think about was the baby will be here next week. Oh my God, we're not prepared for this. We don't have any clothes or any bottles or any of those gadgets that a parent needs. You know, the stroller or diaper genie, the breast pump. Oh my God, the breast pump. I forget to breathe again. After sharing our news with both sets of parents, I realized two things. One, it actually does take 9 months to have a baby. So we had more than enough time to go ahead and gather all those needed things. And two, that I still was not thrilled. To be honest, I was terrified and I was overwhelmed with the responsibility of bringing another life into this world. It wasn't until my mother-in-law said, "You are not in this alone. You have a lot of love and support that will help you raise this child." And it was these words, they just calmed my mind and I was able to breathe again. And you know what? She was and she still is right. My daughter is now 19, and I've been very blessed to see her grow from a healthy, happy, fearless little girl to a healthy, happy, fearless, moody, and slightly obnoxious young woman. When she was little, I strived to have it all, to be Superwoman. I could close my eyes, and I can envision my red cape just flapping in the wind, with my daughter on my hip and my briefcase in hand. I was invincible, and I was a genius to boot. For someone who thought they knew nothing about raising a child, I was able to answer any and all of her questions. Mommy, why is the sky blue? Mommy, why is the color green green? Mommy, why is Oscar a grouch, such a grouch? Yes, folks, I was smarter than a fifth grader, and I was basking in my greatness. Now when she poses questions, I feel as if I'm in a hot seat. Money's on the line, and I try not to let her see me sweat. Lord, if she only knew the number of times I wanted to say to her, stop, hold that thought, I need to phone a friend. There have been many times when I've scratched my head and wondered, what in the hell have I got myself into? To stop this merry-go-round, Mama isn't feeling too merry and this ride is starting to make me feel sick. I wonder if I will ever really know what it is that I'm doing or have all the answers. And then I remember the sound of my daughter's laughter. Remember how her eyes light up when she learns something new, when she overcomes a challenge, when she is passionate about something she believes in. Remember the first time she sought comfort in my arms as she cried over a boy. Oh, teenage love. I also remember that it takes a village to raise a child. And because of this, my daughter knows that she is forever loved and adored. My daughter was a surprise, a shocking, challenging, life-altering, wonderful surprise. Thank you, Jordan. I have no regrets. And it turns out that what I challenged or what I cherish the most in my life is being a mother, her mother. Thank you.